Joining me now is Israeli Special Ops veteran Aaron Cohen. Aaron, great to have you here. I guess my question to you is, how can we better identify homegrown terrorists and ISIS cells in the United States?
Ashley, that's a great question. Here's how we look at it in the counterterrorism world. First, we have to identify why we're focusing on the investigation and not focusing on why we couldn't stop this attack. And let me tell you where it starts. The FBI has a rotten DEI infestation, which they've prioritized over the last 4 years, $100 million spent on prioritizing DEI. Which is distracting from their core mission, which is stopping terrorists. That's number one. Major intelligence gaps and lack of proactive measures have allowed these radicalized idiots to kill over 15 people in New Orleans on Bourbon Street and slip through the cracks. So here's where I'm at with both cases, which exhibited warning signs and online warning signs that were missed, and they were never acted upon. So here's what we need, Ashley. We need a dedicated domestic counterterrorism law enforcement agency. The FBI has lost its way, and we don't have time to fix it. We need to build it from the ground up because it's so rotten at the core. I'm not saying all FBI agents are bad. Here's how we do it. The agency focuses purely on detecting, disrupting, and preventing domestic terrorism threats using advanced behavioral analysis, tracks radicalization through that AI, and tracks all those patterns in real time across social media, encrypted platforms, and financial transactions. And that's how we do it in Israel. And that's how we prevented over 1,000 terror attacks in the last year. We can't get to all of them, but we need to look at this thing from the ground up and completely rebuild it, because it's so broken, Ashley, that it's not fixable. So that's where I'm at. And I hope Donald Trump in 17, 18 days, hope he's listening to me right now, because it's time to rebuild this thing. And that's how you stop the next attack.
I got literally 30 seconds, Aaron. How do you do all of that? Root out these radicals, because we have such an open society. It's not that easy.
We got to get it through Congress. You got to build it up to 15,000 agents, this new counterterrorism agency. You got to pass it through. And you got to put in leadership, Ashley, that aren't these bureaucratic idiots, these lawyers who've run the federal agencies into the ground, these idiots. You got to put in counterterror experts, intelligence veterans, the guys who've worn the badge and the gun, who come from the counterterror world, and then put in that strategic intelligence division and start going to work and build it up to 14, 15,000 agents large. And it's time to go to work, and it's going to take 4 years, but we'll get good at it.
Aaron Cohen, bringing a strong message this morning. We do appreciate it, Aaron. Thank you very much for your expertise.
Appreciate you, Ashley.